Or SLPP, same old war. Blame the West, shift the shame, but the hunger still they burn the same. It's the same tired game, same recycled name, and the people still drowning in pain. Red says sabotage is why we fail. Green says sabotage is their tale. The past is wounded, present a veil. Na power massage them they hail. He say, she say, all them na wahala overload. It's noise in suits, no truth in code. We the crowd watch truth like ball. They kick it round while we lose it all. Who they gaslight us more? APC or SLPP? Now the same old, songko, kuku jumuku. Plenty talk, but dry mouths they remain. Every regime just wave goodbye again. Same tired game, same shamed name, and the people still they feel the pain. Who they gaslight with style? Same script, different smile. Empty promises pile on pile, while we they walk this hopeless mile. Shine the light, no picking sides. Hold them all, no place to hide. Until truth stands tall like fire, we no go tire. We have the right to question liars. Who they gaslight us more? APC or SLPP? Now the same folklore, talk plenty, but the people dry. Each new rule just wave goodbye. Same old game, same cursed name, and still the people feel the pain. Yeah, we still they pay the price. Prices rise, but them cover up with disguise.
Yes, family. Una good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Afumami temene na piari sekenu. Enabla Ondesia Bella Kawiena. Today we come look at a very important issue. You see, now there's a lot of people they talk. Everybody they talk, everybody get audio, everybody get YouTube channel, all man they talk. Most of the time we talk book. Most of the time we dey talk things them way not to the real problem, not just the result of the problem. Most of the time, rather than we address the root cause of the problem, we dey address the actors and the actions we then they do. Today, I can ask this question and I go attempt for answer. Why is it that Sierra Leone, with all in potentials, compared to other countries, them, especially countries that way the time we get independence, them be far worse than we. But today they don't make progress past we. Why is it that we not able to make progress? Why is it we 30 days we underdevelop? And before they go further, let me make one point clear. Development, as we understand them, say Leone, is not correct. Development is not about houses. It's not about roads. That thing and they important because you need them for make certain functions go on. But for say, we need for build new house, we need for build new road, we not for maintain the old road. That's not development. When they can build new road, all man clap. Oh, they don't bring development now. Close to me now, then get a one-lane bridge where they build 1958. Close, less than 10 minutes from me. 1958, they build that bridge there. They modernize them, then put electric light, they control traffic. If you come on one side, other motocano, they on the other side, your side na red. The cameras, the way they make the light change, you they get right of passage. So development is not about building new structures. Development, now when you take care of the human resources of the country and make sure, say, that human resources able produce and consume efficiently within and they produce. Within, at times, the economics that they call standard of living. If I can put it in that short way. Standard of living may be good or not good, depending on the capacity of the human resource or the people them for buy things them way that they produce, then for sell things them so that themselves will make income. That's when you begin to talk about development. Development is about creating wealth. Wealth, not a magic, not you able to create. If you get a skill, we allow you for make soap. You begin sell that soap. You not misuse the money, you reinvest over time. You're able to go from one bath pan, so that soap where they make, into a factory where they make all kind of soap and deodorant, then that's development. Now development because you not only make wealth for yourself, you they help the community for create wealth. Then people the way they employ, you they pay them wages, and we get for talk about wages because they're part of the topic today. You they pay them wages where they're able to afford for buy and consume goods and services. You know they pay them for say, you they work for me, they pay you. You pay the person where you buy one thing, your money don't done. Development, the aim of now for make the standard of living of the people improve and be stable and allow them for grow over time. If that man begin work, he able to buy furniture in the first year. Over time, he forget the ability for able to buy house. He forget the ability for able to buy a car. Not to pass, he go thief money for do them thing. All of them things here, we put them together, nine constitute development. Development, the state, from the taxes where the people and they pay, were able to provide constant electricity. The state, from the taxes where the people and they pay, were able to provide water supply. It's all part of development. No white elephant projects for the name of a project. Now development, build airport, build road, build port. If those things don't contribute to create wealth in the country, then they are not development. They are not. So the question is, why is it that Sierra Leone, with so much potentials, I don't want to emphasize on the resources, because we can overemphasize resources in Sierra Leone. Hey, we get diamond, we get gold. Yes, we have it. Countries and get them. Then get them. So we no more get them. But the question is, why is it that with all them potentials, all them resources, and resources go beyond minerals, plants, then they go for able to develop and make profit out of them. The art go for able to develop them and make profit out of them. Why? 64 plus years. Now, bien we they go. We know they go before. Let me show now one map where they don't create over 3 years ago. This. What in this map they show? It is show the locational potential of Sierra Leone. It is show the advantage where Sierra Leone get just for in location. It is show the advantage we Sierra Leone get, because now we're not the country in Africa we get the only natural harbor after Rotterdam and Hong Kong. It is show the advantages we Sierra Leone get with a country of small population where between 50 to 70% of the people then they in that employable age. What do I mean? Recent data they show say about 60% they below age 35. But above that, you get other people where they between age 35 and 50, we're still employable, we then serve there about 20% or more of the population. The old age is very small than the Sierra Leone population. But yet, we're not able to take advantage of this for develop ourselves. The flora and fauna we Sierra Leone gets, the flowers, the art materials we'll get, there is unlimited potential in that place. Look around Sierra Leone. The first mistake they make, with houses the way they construct, too expensive. The Salon man go grumble about cement. He go grumble about iron rod. But now they ask himself, alternative not there for use for make able billows without send things here. Other countries then they now local materials then they use. Norway. They know they import iron rod and cement. Of course, then they make cement now, yeah. Then get an area what they call Ikifet when then they make cement. A big factory they. But you would hardly meet a house in this country where they use cement block for build. If then they use themselves, now like Bienya, there is a chimney. We go right up. We now for the fireplace, then they use cement for that. Basic areas of the foundation, then they use cement. But the rest of it, now wood then they use. First time alone, them they build bodos. We understand, say, na foreign culture then copy fine. But people help country, then they build dirty block. Then ball them, then put stick, then build them. The houses then they been very strong. That same material what then they use for make that ball dirty. If you treat her with cockle shell, you treat her with some amount of salt water, you treat them with some other local materials like ash from leaf, you bake them and brick you they make. If they use bricks for building a Sierra Leone, it will be far cheaper than how they build now. Why are they use this example? Because one of the biggest problems in Sierra Leone is with the Allah say cost of living high. Not only the cost of living our problem, now the cost of high living. We live do things that are not from our natural environment. We are strangers to ourselves. With food, with housing, with clothing, things that we for be part of we culture. We take them to away. That we take foreign things them, we make them big. We not ever see them for develop with local materials for improve them. Like what Ghana do. Ghana, the kente is now a global textile. Why? Because Pan-Africanism started in Ghana. The kente became a symbol where Pan-Africanists then begin use. Now, most of the black institutions globally, they use kente on their gown and then thing and that. Then even the kente of itself, because the Ghanaians are very proud of it, they make sure say, then develop and for design different costumes. Then they show Western suit, then they show women's dress and everything with them, such that today contain an international textile. We country close, we ronko, we gara. Now I hear say China they make gara, when a plastic then bring and can sell to we. Ebo, what's in the wrong with we? What's really done wrong with Sierra Leone? Now, see, don't know more they talk. All man, they talk politics. And that's you now call politics to politics. Now, mini war. Politics should not be like the way it's practiced in Sierra Leone. Huh? Because man, I be on SLPP in the head of state. If me not to SLPP, me ain't for BS enemy. No. Oh, because you see, don't they? If he do wrong, I tell I for taking me as enemy. No. The Prime Minister of Norway. I will send message to us, but party this theory they do so not correct. You know, they're not really say. Get access to a telephone, every Norwegian, get access to a telephone number. You're there on Facebook. You can send a message on Messenger. In office, you get email. You can send an email. That no means say then they can molest you because you don't tell them that. As a matter of fact, if you mistake say they molest you, they left that job that day. Nothing wrong with we where we not for able for do things on a common platform with mutual respect. Why is it that we are responsible for our own underdevelopment, but we always look for points in other people then? You see, one thing I think we get for begin learn, and the earlier we learn that, the better it go be for we all. In this life, in this passage through this earth, we all came here by choice. Yes, we came here by choice. Everything we do in this earth is by choice. And religion tell we about free will. International organization them, then they talk about human rights. It's all the same, the choice. The choice you make is the results you get. Nobody is responsible for what is happening to you except yourself. The culture of sympathy, disadvantaged. Who is creating disadvantage except us? We are creating it for ourselves. In Sierra Leone, where the few elites them sit down and misuse the country, then they say the masses now the disadvantage. Now then they take for go big more money for car misuse. We create the poverty in Sierra Leone. We sustain the poverty because we think it's good for a few. The only thing we will not they understand because the education road and they give in a Sierra Leone, they allow it for think critically, is that the more we sustain poverty, the more we create stress and problem for ourselves. If you're not head of state, you embark on a journey of sustaining poverty. Be prepared for a stressful leadership. And at the stress they make 1 mile long of bodyguards they pass with. The Prime Minister of Norway, they work be a footing one grade. Nobody know they be enough. Yes. They work in one grade, they go to the supermarket, it's him up on a line. Ministers of government, they do the same thing. The one way been be Secretary General for NATO, we have been Prime Minister sometime around 2017, 2018, before he left go NATO. Now he don't come back. He dey serve on the last regime as Minister of Finance. Before that election in 2018, he been a drive taxi in a net. He became a taxi driver. Why he do that? Because he be one for day in an environment where you go listen to the people and you read them views about them. Doing that, he understands the people them bigger issues. So you no worry. He say, okay, let this election done. I go. The election done in even 6 months. Now I get job as Secretary General for NATO. And this was the man who, during his time as Minister of Finance, 90 map say the oil money, they not for left and like scatter. And for take them, they make a sovereign fund. That sovereign fund will start 1990 as Minister of Finance, where all the other politicians they agree for do. Because if they not be agree, not be for able to today, it don't put Norway as the country with the biggest sovereign wealth fund. We get all the potentials in Sierra Leone. We go all over the world to tell the world we were Athens of West Africa. And what has that paid us? Backwardness, suffering, poverty, squalor. Go to Freetown. Look at Freetown. Freetown is the biggest ghetto on earth today. Yes, Freetown is a ghetto. Who caused it? When you ask them question, then go point at politicians. Yes, they are part of the problem. But the other side of the problem, now me and you. Me and you. One, we not get the guts for tell them the truth. Two, when they pass around, support them, they'll kind of public who can grumble. When that cow go bigger to them, we cannot public who can gaslight the people them. Sierra Leone, by we attitude, by we social psychology, we are responsible for our own underdevelopment. Botswana got independence in 1967. Botswana, they not to the middle of the Kalahari Desert, but the desert they with them. The desert so they with them that even the young savannah was past the Ahogen and West Africa. But then get a very good cattle industry when a traditional industry. Botswana, most of the people then have been cattle herders. They make meat, they export to South Africa. They not left farm for go find office job. They maintain a cultural job. Today, Botswana is the only country in Africa where they export meat globally and build up. That's one. Two, before 1967, when they begin to surveys, they find out what and they get as minerals. The people let me they take the diamond, then they decorate the house like way. First tell people let me they build house with ironstone and they make design. Then they can discover say they get diamond. They say, well, this diamond for profit from them. The company will come, the bears consolidated, then tell them, say, we'll not say loan and not come mining, but we'll forget a contract, we'll go get a percentage. We forget 50%, we'll not get 50%. The bears say, okay, but until you're not ready for invest, but when I say yes, we'll go find the money for invest. They invested in the diamond industry. Then call the company Debswana, the bears Botswana. Then begin mine the diamonds. Today, Botswana does not go to the IMF to go and borrow money. That the only country in Africa will get a functional sovereign fund, then call it the Pula Fund. Botswana, you go all over the world, if you meet any Botswanan, a study can't study as he study. See, because the country get the enabling environment. The country build the skills for make people then get jobs in diverse sectors. And guess what? At the time they had independence, there were only 24 universities in the whole country. Then they may get a few high school leavers. Country was basically in mass Western education literacy. Then be literate for their own language and culture, but Western culture and education is illiteracy. We have been given excuses until thy kingdom come. Who told you that? How is social psychology now wrong? Illiteracy is not our problem. It's our social psychology. It's our inability to look at our resources, to look at our potentials, make good out of it, make profit out of it. Instead, all man they go inside politics for good chief. Now they for good chief, okay. All the money on the chief has to give me. Something has to change. We are underdeveloped. All else they own it. The next decade, then go down rot away. Jacka Stevens built Kabasa. Country. Other buildings then they don't sell. Opposite NPA building. You get high mansion, the woman say, "No, United." Where is it? We kept on take time out in Sierra Leone and begin ask this. What is the root of all this? How do we come with solutions? Because if we not do that, we will continue until thy kingdom come was trouble and begin with. And the worst thing what they do to we, sir, since independence, we not sit down or look at the kind of education, type of education. Take and make like ducks business. Born, go school, done school, go university, done university. Where is this job? Go learn physics. You go learn conflict resolution. It's not that way in life. Every area getting requirement, every area getting make you work it. Hey, job not there because we are miseducated. One, two, we economy, we contract them to the level that in order to produce goods and services for make it expand. And because the economy not dey expand, the private sector not dey work, nothing not do with they create jobs. They're not dey give job for job's sake. As a matter of fact, if we been get the correct type of education as a we will not need to be asking for job. We may not need to. I don't need somebody. You can get free education. I say, why do I have to? Why not? Went into technology. I'm not rich, I'm not the richest man. So I will take care. This is how we should be training ourselves. We get a lot of resources in Syria. We get a lot of potentials in Syria. But rather than we sit down and inquire about how we can use their resources and their potential, follow the dogs pattern. Don't school go into politics. Now, very soon I will get lawyers. Because the rate at which they produce them, it's appalling. It's appalling. Yeah, do we expect all of job? He's overproducing nurses. They are being overproduced. Skills that what we need will make we produce wealth. Nobody knows. It's fast, right? So we're going at skills. We're done. Here, the cleaner is as good as the prime minister. Yes, cleaner is as good as the prime minister. What out? Somehow clean and larger cities before you clean up. That this photo and this one that is easy. The one painter that is I know you just take shabby clean the wall, paint the paint through the wall. Yeah. All having a skill and skill in jobs. We have a lot of people in Seattle today that have jobs. They can create professional cleaning. That gets a lot of things. Ethical standards. Make sure see human you meet biscuits every day, enough for take. So we get a lot for Unase. It's not rocket science or open task. But the point at issue is equity, care, and the worst thing what the politicians do, you know, state, if we come with their knowledge, shall tell you things that if we really need for it, then look at what are the things that will make country first and foremost type of education. But it has always been that way. In the past, only enough people are not been plenty where they go to school and it seemed okay. Certainly, if you don't need university, gas is steady. Skills, skills, sick, even for run a complete shop, most of them. So that's it. A wealth creating industry, food and entertainment, hospitality. The poor education, first thing, and low productivity. It limits innovation uh, issues. Putting next big burden. The next thing, education, is the public sector, is the private sector. Now face this. The only industry where they gonna sell you like extractive, they are the way they go mine. Because for most of those industries, now low skilled labor they need. They get one engineer, get one uh, geologist or geologist, the rest they can afford for this cheap labor, skilled labor, pay the end. Because that production is so low that the economy the function, the country all say add up. The money the money they not to say the money not they, the potential they from people. The country add up. Because development, not in techniques, and development in technique of that. Very big wages. But in the consumer, low consumer spend. If people are not able to spend for buying goods and services, then we are making, if people are not making, where does the government get that's money? The informal economy expand inputs what they need in terms of the skill, the loan facilities, the sector are not there. If the loan they say people don't know how to use it, they don't have Being a businessman, I hold skill. What's in at the next? Few will get certain skills that feels so it's like they are trapped in a circle. Where do we go? How do we change this? Maybe you're when I'm elected, I'll do this, I'll do that. They will never tell you if I have the skill, I should have been doing it now. But until now, they listen to them. Now, blue eye boys. The answers are there, the solutions are there. But it begins with one thing and only one thing: the political class, the elite class, can for change their approach towards relating with people who are not in their class. Then for create that confidence in the people, say, we matter, like the one they hold up yonder. Then for be the example to the people that way they down yonder say, oh, the law say law will not do this, that man up yonder not they do, so me say law not do am. Because that's the only way we can build the most important instrument. And that instrument, now the only currency where they exist on earth. That money, who think say, now currency, dollar, pound sterling, these are mediums of exchange. You exchange them in lieu of this currency trust. I receive the paper, I use it to buy goods and services. I receive the paper and trust it. I use it to buy goods and services because I trust it will be accepted. So the currency and the only currency is trust. Trust. Economies function when that currency is present. Economies fail when that currency is absent. Low left economy, low camp and social relations. Social relations function when that currency is present. Social relations fail when that currency is absent. Now, commodity, now go to religion. For those of you who pray, have you ever sat down to ask yourself, why do you pray? Or why you do pray? It's trust. What you call faith is trust. You trust that there is a force listening to you and that whatever happens, you are creating a foundation for some time in the future. It's trust. Faith is trust. Where there is no trust, nothing works. Before independence, since independence, Sierra Leone has not built trust for herself. Sierra Leone has built trust in foreigners. I made them they misuse we. We country begin mine diamond since 1930 and discover them at sometime around 28, 29. 1930, then begin mine them. How much of that is profiting the country? It's not, because it's in the hands of people who don't have a moral or ethical obligation to the country. We go prefer to take, we go give stranger, we left suffer. How we people learn long term? Then take them brother and sister and sell to John Hawkins and the other slavers with the great mistrust. Now the same process will be continued today. The same process. Until we change, then things then they. Until we sit down and talk to ourselves. We need forget conversations. Also politics now put them aside. Politics now the product of the mistrust. Politics now the product of the wrong social psychology. Politics now the product of the bad beliefs they will get. And the other thing, now left hypocrite. When things don't go bad, we want to quick fix. You're not going to make peace conference. Peace conference would have been they make palaver. And I can't put them, you know, make palaver long ago. We have to find out why they make palaver. Down now they go make peace conference, go talk English book day. When I know they look at the cultural reasons what cause the problem. When I know they look at the psychological reasons what cause the problem. So you don't achieve anything. We go say, hello, can make power sharing. Do you understand what that means? Now use PR system. Do you even understand the social and cultural implication of that process? When I don't gaslight the people lente, now I the gaslight to myself. Because that's what is going on in Sierra Leone. We get for sit down, we talk to ourselves. And for make we sit down, we talk to ourselves. We for put politics aside. We put everything aside. We get a group of people there, we give them the task, say, do you, in the next 12 to 24 months, wanna come out with some recommendations and framework, we will sit down as a people, we discuss them here, we see which one we go take, which one we not go take. And this is where I blame Ernest Baikoma. He came with the attitude and behavioral change. Whoever been sell that attitude to I not think then give the person chance for make you explain or give them the proper framework. Then grab, then take that in there, they make her into a funny something. It would have been a legacy to leave for Sierra Leone. Honest by Coma. That would have been a legacy, a proper legacy. Because Sierra Leone needs an institution, well staffed, an institution with all the cultural knowledge. You before bring them chief, you bring them society leaders, let all come sit down, let them talk. What's in good for the culture, what's in not good. They out and say, okay, this law left and now like this Bondo issue, then they make noise about. There are things they should have said, okay, let us stop this process, but let's continue with the Bondo because Bondo is a school. But people then first tell me they go now then societies, then they go learn how for use their herbs for make medicine. The Westman have herbs in the country. China, 70% of the medicine are herbs. We allow all that thing and they for disappear. There is multi-billion in those things. Those would have created jobs for people. We sit down, man, they talk rotor at our say politics. Say alien, so not try begin keep quiet, yeah? Keep quiet, give time to the thoughts. God is a very quiet force. Now I make another area. God not a talk because he dey think all the time. Oh no, man, then on social media, they it's time we keep quiet. It's time we begin to learn the art of meditation. Every morning, wake up, ask yourself, who am I? Why am I passing here? Why was I born in Sierra Leone? What is it that I have to do for Sierra Leone to make Sierra Leone a better place after me? I think if people and they meditate on them questions every morning and evening, a lot will change. The power to make is within us, but we not tap into that power yet. I make everything we do in a go zigzag. The power is there, but we need for build trust. And trust go only come when we learn for talk to each other, not talk at each other. Trust go only come when we learn not for assume, because this assumption is too much in Sierra Leone. The minute you open your mouth, me, what you think say Sabi? And tell you they talk so says Sabi. Yes, you Sabi, but why you not the user? Why you not the user? What you know you should use for profit. If everybody was using that knowledge for profit, Salon not the turn so. So we need a lot of rethink. We need for ask ourselves a lot of questions. We get to move away from the blame till the kingdom come. Some of us are there, we not get without the blame. Boss, you don't ask, well, they blame. 1 month, 2 months, I not pay me mortgage. Then they can't pull me in a resource. Yes. So we need for reconnect, because the point at issue is Sierra Leoneans are spiritually disconnected from who they are. I go repeat this word. Sierra Leoneans are spiritually disconnected from who they are. This is a process we don't go on for over 100 years. Not to yesterday disconnect, not to APC or SLPP cause the disconnect. The disconnect we don't take place even before British come for can colonize we. The disconnect start with some of the people them being decide say then go make profit for sell their young family and brother picking them, cousin picking them, for make them care them go into slavery. I say the spiritual disconnect start. Because outside trust, not there is a spiritual disconnect. Where there is trust, there is spiritual connection. You know me say everybody they equal. No, it's not possible. This location where there is spiritual connection. Even though I'm a foreigner, but I'm connected with the people around. If anything happen, then care. If anything happen to them, I care. I able to sit down, my net I left me the motor open, nobody not the car harass me. There is spiritual connection. But in Sierra Leone, everybody is living in a self-made prison. When I don't be loose, you forget metal na the window, metal na the domot, high metal gate, high wall. It's prison. Because there is spiritual disconnect in the society. We need for try for rebuild a spiritual connection. And those who go on social media talking, blaming, pointing, oh, now this caused this, oh, now that caused that. Oh, now they contribute to that spiritual disconnect every day, which them talk and they. As far as The history of mankind is the only perfect person who don't ever exist in this life. Not Jesus Christ. Me no see am, na tell them tell we. But na so history say. The rest of us are imperfect. We will do anything for profit, especially if we find ourselves in a deprived environment. The deprivation where we sabi with man book don't cause na Sierra Leone. It don't destroy the psyche of the people. It don't destroy that society to the extent that you even don't know what to predict about the next month, the next minute. I make that revolution. You cannot take a military action in Sierra Leone now for changing the country. They destroy and fail. What do we need? Now sustained sensitization, sustained discussions. We go make we know say, now this wrong, now we make effort for make this stop. If we not do that, we say they use force. I'm not prepared for the lucky. That 11-year war, the damage wey e cause na Sierra Leone, 30 Leone are not able to repair am. Because they will not see the damage, you not see them buildings will be born, then road will be well, will not look at the psyche of the people. The trauma with that war they cause is responsible for a lot of nonsense where they go on other country today. Because the greater percentage of the people now they control the country are traumatized war products. Some were children, some were young people, but they all they suffer trauma. We all they suffer trauma. I not pull myself again. Anybody within a Sierra Leone up to the mid 1990s, you they suffer trauma. Yes. So for me, we get out of that, we have to find out a lot of things. We have to research that we know the path and the methods we will use for make we come back to normal and build this one green thing when I lacking trust. SLPP and the government lack of trust, man, because that SLPP was not formed by Mendes, it was formed by Northerners and the Creole man. Lack of trust. Don't change the whole dynamics. APC, now Northern government. APC was formed in Freetown by basically Madingos. Today, nobody know they talk about that. Now I don't own Northern Party. Lack of trust. All that here will do, a lack of trust. Where there is trust, things they go smoothly. If you see people then they now a group, then they Congo sa, then they password. Then they do everything for make them seem for be good, others are bad, and lack of trust. If you trust yourself, you don't talk about people. You do, and people will see. Because action speaks, not words. If you trust yourself, you don't talk, you do, and let people see, because action speaks. If you trust yourself, you know they go label it to a company mortal man. Because you get the capacity to produce and consume for yourself. You don't have to be Elon Musk to produce and consume. You only need to get the skill, you get the focus, you get the pathway. So we get for sit down and ask them questions we need for ask. We have to stop talking and start thinking. The answers are there. And the answers, in as much as we they say trust, not a one size fit all, because everybody getting your needs, they getting your aspiration. So therefore get an open mind for listening to diverse people them. Let them come and tell we say, now this I think, now that I think, now this I believe, now that I believe. Then we can get a pool of ideas who they put together and say, okay, let we build a new national framework. Let build a roadmap who will assist we. But if we are not ready to do that, well, some of us will take the back seat and watch what goes on. Um, this is the end of the first segment, and those who want to call can make a call.
Yes, hello.
You there, hear me?
Hello, Jamboya. Thank you very much. Clear, loud and clear.
Okay, sir. Go ahead.
Well, thank you very much for the deliberations. You mentioned the word several times, trust, TRUSD. But one thing, before I come to the issue of trust, one thing we will not do as Sierra Leoneans for do what's in call retrospection, for look back. Like that adage we say, they say no look aside for no more, they say look aside bucky goods. Because that's not the reason for let you go. You don't have it.
Mhm.
Hello.
Yeah, they listen. They listen. Go ahead. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Am I on?
Yeah, you're on. Don't you hear me?
Hello.
Uh-uh.
Okay.
What's happening? Are they interfering with his call? Why? Hello? Hello?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
I believe
I want
say
to
hello,
know
you
what
know
your
they hear me. Now I make a cut the call off
no
and
me
call you back.
yes, me to get you now, although one party thing they will not trust now this country now communication network them.
Well, una not make
And
am
network
trustworthy, now I make sure not blame nobody.
mm.
Una been get a
Because the government
trustworthy
entity,
system, una sell
about the
am.
government entity now we don't die. Sarah tell they allow now the private company there for the gaslight we.
Well, that's so now one time. In life you get what you deserve.
Mm.
Right, sir.
Now I they mention about the issue of retrospect. Like we not even look back.
Mm.
You talk something. If just the war, at the end of the day, I'll talk Kanaya. Those there are evidence that countries where they develop right now, they don't get conflict before. They are. We talk Kanaya. No, so.
Yeah.
But here is a country. Now, we know the reference say, hey, now this in fact the cause of the war, people they are just looking at what happened at the war. The killing, the burning of houses, the cotton, the adoption, child picking to rebels. But what was the cause of the war? That one they look at.
Did they una find out the cause of the war if una not take care una go fettle that war?
So we don't understand. The civil war that killed several people, the civil war that this one, that this, what are the cause of the war? And most of the thing, particularly what the TRC report say, other people they say, Those are the things where they exist at this country right now.
Well, the TRC
Injustice,
itself was not
lack of
adequate.
trust, ignorance.
Awale, you hold them there.
Yes, sir.
The TRC itself was not adequate. It came with the recent causes of the war.
Yeah.
The historical or anthropological causes of the war, they're not addressed because they're not being get time for do the research.
Okay.
The problem in Sierra Leone starts over 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
So those things. Now look at the cause. The way don't talk 100 years ago, and it tell the more we can pass mark now like after independence.
Yeah.
We a country they by we safe. Then now more you can pass mark because injustice, and so on and so forth. Hatred, envy, corruption, etc. etc.
And today,
They exist. Thank you, sir. They exist. So what about it? What thing had changed? After the war, there are many things where they can this one for change people. Did we change? No. In fact, now the money thing they pass mark.
You know, Tindo?
Yes.
After the war, the rehabilitation not being concerned with the social and psychological. Not even proper in some sense that they may look at the infrastructure and the physical damage. But the social and psychological damage and the root of them damage, they do not address them. Unlike Rwanda then do extensive address of the social and psychological causes of the war. Then create a Truth and Reconciliation Commission. We go to the last level. They use traditional methods for reconcile.
Yeah.
They not come with revenge.
Okay.
In some instances, revenge was part of the reconciliation. So rather than we solve the key to the war, we make the key more pronounced.
Well, now I know that you actually reflect on that again. It's because our war was different from other countries like Somalia. Because we have been senseless war, I think we talk. I like war.
Our politics war.
Sudan is faction fighting against faction.
Yes.
But we had a war that was senseless, that who we are targeted. Now we the poor man, now we the be target. So I the thing say that because of we will be different from others, from the Jonas Sabi be there, from the this one, that now make promoting that in Rwanda. Now make unable because to me the thing say the nonsense will happen there. If for don't more,
you see
evidence for them to change the attitude than what young and people them now factions them versus factions. This faction against this faction. The Utsi versus Tutsi, something like that.
Yeah.
But it's all see. So these were places where what they even go on say, but other side of the country, them everything be the go on normal. But this one touches every life of this country was one way or the other affected by the war.
I go tell you, Usa we were similar to the other war than they. But because, as I've been saying today, this afternoon, ignorance now problem, we're not able to address issues. Rwanda, the war now be ethnic-centered war. It was between the Hutus and the Tutsis. Sudan, it was a race war between the Arab North and the Black South.
Okay.
Sierra Leone, it was a class war. The Sierra Leonean, not ever the Sidom and ask himself say, why patronage in our society? Patronage in Sierra Leone is a product of the class system we get. the master-servant relationship.
Mm.
The masters took power from the British, then create an autocracy, where then they lie so we get democracy. Then begin fight themselves, then call themselves SLPP and APC. Then in the process, they agree for one party state. The SLPP can say, then use the position in the one party state for galvanize into action. By 1991, we went into a war that we never had reason to fight. We had no business fighting a war in Sierra Leone. It was only a war between two classes, the ruling house class and the non-ruling house class.
Okay.
That was we war. But these people, they know, they understand. What are the symbols of the two parties? SLPP is made up of people from the ruling houses.
Yeah.
APC is made up of people from the non-ruling houses.
Okay.
Then they panted this country, they buy this one.
Mm-hmm.
We never have sat down to ask, how do we reconcile this class difference? What do we do to reconcile this class difference? Always we defend quick fix now, then they talk about power sharing. What power sharing?
Mm.
What power
How would you look
sharing?
for the quick fix? A quick fix.
Let us sit down and ask, how do we create a society, even though there will be class, but there will not be discrimination? There will not be distinction. Guinea next door had more reason to fight a war than Sierra Leone. They have never fought a war. Ghana, between 1975 and 1990, had every reason to fight a war because Ghana be the rich side toothpaste. Then they go to brush, then squeeze, I pay 20 CD.
Mm.
Soap, then they cut her into half bits, you pay for her.
Okay.
Food, they not been there for sea.
Yeah.
Countries, then they would don't go through more hard times than Sierra Leone.
That's Sierra Leone. Yeah.
But they never went to war. We, now the class war, and 30 days, 9 days old.
Yes, sir.
30 days, 9 days, I Sierra Leone.
Sure.
You see, when I want to say something, say, they're aware about the problem, but they don't want to solve it or they don't have a solution to it.
Mm-hmm.
There was a time when Julius Maada Bio said on the BBC, Sierra Leone has always been divided. He was correct.
Yeah.
But as head of state, what approach do you have to unite?
Do you want to take? Yeah.
You see, the problems of Sierra Leone, as they always say, social side, they're not complex. Now, for understand the root of the problems, we all decide, say, let we genuinely and honestly sit down and approach this problem and accept the solutions. The honesty to do what is right is what is not in us.
Yeah.
When I see 2-3 Salomon gather, all them gather for now for personal gains.
Yeah.
They are not looking at the collective. You understand?
Yes, sir.
We greatest challenge now for build trust. That trust been done damage from the time where we great grandpa them, they involved in the slave trade. That slave trade bring deep mistrust to our society. That slave trade, it bring deep hate in our society.
Yeah.
And some thing and day, we get them from we people them because anything me you they do now, they print by with DNA. We picking them, then they inherit them thing and they without knowing who's I come out. Now they call the science of epigenetics. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So we need forget a sober-minded approach to solving the problems of Sierra Leone. It's not insurmountable. Yes. That attitude and behavior committee where honest been formed. If they be converted into a commission, they make sure say they engage people them, they employ people that will not get political, connect, will not bias, they not bias politically. Then look at the issue for the sake of Sierra Leone.
Thank you.
Like by now, for don't begin get interventions them where they make change happen.
Well, that na decide what and guide me too. Who are they? How which people wait for them come, wait for them form such independence, good idea created something. At the end, you gotta go pick now party people there. That they can pick what they can make such thing. Not that this now look the recent one we don't have. Independent Peace Commission for National Cohesion, something like that. IPGC. The idea are good for make the country as one, for us to say, but sometimes it's either those people composed of the something are party connected people, or if not party connected people are regulated by who? The powers that be. So these are the challenges. So we are looking at, yes, maybe the idea are good, like when people like you talk back about, then say one thing we do, we good, is the creation of democratic institutions, where some of them say today they exist. But
are you sure?
Huh?
Are you sure they are democratic?
Yeah, they say democratic institutions. What happened?
Like the Human Rights Commission, where they create during Kaba in term. Yeah. How unpolitical is it, or how non-political is it?
How non-political they are. The idea that they can good.
The institutions, they not forget anything for do with politics.
So politics.
As a matter of fact, the institution they forget a quota where every political party they get somebody in the seat of the board of directors. And then for make a strict ethical standard say, when you dey in the meeting of board of directors, you political call off for left nado. Yeah, we discuss about earlier.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand? It will be part of the
yes, that's what it's
the codes.
But here is a country. But here is a country, that's what it's supposed to be, but here is a country. Most of these institutions are set just for political gains.
Well, now I tell you today say one of the biggest challenges of Sierra Leone is ignorance. People want to do good, but they don't know how to do it.
This country is more politicking than true governance. Sure. More politicking than governance.
So
the ideas are good, but the implementation of those ideas is a problem.
Well,
it's a problem.
What do we do? What do we do and how do we do it?
Few years ago, people are calling for we don't SDP don't come where ABC don't come where SDP don't come up where now if they talk about the military regime, they say that's what German enough for take over. But everybody gets the idea. And people you are seeing these things out of frustration. Because don't try the left hand, you try the right hand, Well, you go need another hand for camp.
Well, you don't need left hand and right hand. You need only on them.
if they talk about trauma from the war, so all of these people they suggest that because people we are traumatized.
And they traumatized.
This party come you will see people coming from that other party, Jubilee. Then the back come people will come there. So it's just the same soup. It's just the same boss. That the driver no more the bitch.
Yeah, because what you call politics is not about service to the country. It's about going to make personal gains.
To make personal gains. So you see. So this is the thing.
And you may want to ask why is it that people behave that way? Because they don't have the skills for self-reliance.
Indeed, no skills.
They're not better.
Because if you like how we talk today, if you on my music, people did not go remember, but what first they go tell and say, hey, election day tomorrow. Or now this day on right now at the country. But now every little thing will happen at the country, everybody know. Now The president just don't come back about 1 hour or 30 minutes ago. Huh? Now all man don't know. The part don't come. If the part come, we say everybody they know. But if everybody's engaged, people will not even concentrate in the issue of politics because not the secret says alone. We want reach right now. No one get connection right now. You just go for politics. So this is the thing. So if people are engaged, people are innovative, everybody they try to create job for himself. People will not be bothered of who is in authority or not. You see? So this
And you know the funny thing about this quick fix politics business where people end up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Then they go into a situation where they lie forcing, then they end quick. Most of the politicians where you see necessarily and they're unhealthy. You know why?
You know why?
Then they live poor lives. They get access to money and everything, but then they misuse themselves.
Mm-hmm.
The level of activity is low.
Yeah.
The level of thinking is low. So it's just about eating and doing other activities. They are very unhealthy.
Yeah. Other thing, the dishonesty also. Dishonesty.
The dishonesty, you're not a politician no more. A part of the culture now.
Yeah, now.
Daniel, no point to the normal part of the culture.
Yeah. Because me, what I just think, you talking about this, then put in the back way, they do the same thing. And they can't do this, then put in the back way, just the same trend. So, what should be the solution?
The solutions are there. The solutions are there. But you know why we not get the solutions? Because we they wait let somebody else do them.
Yes, with miracle.
Miracle not they exist now. We they create them. Miracle if we want. You believe that? You believe that?
Yeah, sure.
The wait man, it creates the miracle we make your life comfortable. Now they don't reach the stage, they don't create AI, not so.
Yeah.
You know what AI get for do? All them jobs say job no they can't take. Nothing they now go sober. It's in our best interest at this time. Now begin look who skill I go learn where AI no go stop me for get job. We not get time for that. We not get time for that. We get time for cause and effect. We get time for blame. You know, we really need for begin help with self, necessarily. We need for begin help with self by using the small brain we'll get. Let's see things out for Siam. If not, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. We get for try. We get for try. We get for try. There is a lot we can do. There is a lot of potentials in Sierra Leone. There are a lot of materials we can use for profit. But are we ready? If we are not ready, what do we do for us to be ready? But luck on Agabo cook lady, notice so?
Thank you.
Huh?
So
I say, put luck or clay boku de notice so?
No. Now clay boku, the districts, now they lose fade area.
Yes.
Now they clay.
Do you know that's a whole industry? Working bring multi-billion.
We have artisanal industries in Osa where they make clay. Yeah.
Why they not develop them into something we go bring more profit?
Indeed. That's the thing we lacking.
Local industries, why have we not developed them into what will bring profit for the country and for the community?
Right now, clear value, because people now are moving from this firewood to charcoal burning, cooking. People are moving on to wait some of they see or all area for let's see one pot get cold pot, easy. Now even the poor person they put cold pot. It is going. You don't see sales they go.
If I tell you
Why
one thing, you go believe. Most of them host their own and they build a saloon. You can use 40% of the money for build a more decent and durable house if you use clay and that red dirty. Yes. It's a whole industry. Yeah. Are we training people for that? Are we giving them the education for that? Things then they for do not say Leone. But are we looking in that direction? Do we need multi-billion for start them business then they? No.
No. Just not just the misdirection,
Well, the misdirection I'll get for stop force and build trust.
And build trust, yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to continue. It's going to continue. And on a try left for cause and effect, less of Africa Puna. Because Puna, the cause and effect, you know, they can. If Puna, the cause and effect, you know, they can. They also noise, they wonga, some of Puna ebulamu.
Indeed. So these are all the issues. So to me, let me say the issues are complex because the thing would they divert your attention from whose side if we say get for profit. There are many things. No, oh my God. Even this with local industries. There are many things you can do what they add value van. What they can bought right now, everybody right now, all money per flag there. Is this.
Well, me na the quota me want.
That qualify,
I say.
Would that not 5 year?
If you don't want the flag, me na the quota want. I go to go and wait for
You can declare.
No, me na foot of state. I don't need nobody in office. Me na foot of state. Nobody know they compete with me. And anybody, if foot not anybody know they move not to so.
Yeah, sure.
Until now, want some state will not get it. But foot not there. But foot not there, the country not they move. They are foot of state. I not get for go declare to nobody. Oh, now already the foot of state they come, it can help for make.
Yeah.
You see, we need for change the way we understand life. Yeah. We need for change some of the beliefs they will get. Not all we culture wrong. Now we beliefs them beliefs the way loaded or clothed with them Western attitude, Western lifestyle, but we don't understand. Now they confuse we so.
Yeah.
We need for sit down.
Yeah.
We look at them things then they and try for firm control over them. Every society forgets certain levels of control. This country then worth over 6 trillion. But I swear to God, you be the richest man of this country, you behave your girl for control.
Of course.
Then get loan at this country, where they picking then they go school. If they get an event na the school where then they make like party or need for care, drinks and food, then they give una law say nobody not for go with anything way past 3P.
Wow.
Yes, that's it. Nobody. If you go with any food beyond that, then they take an iron. Because they want let the begin and grow for respect each other as equals. The school system, Naya, Pikin wey cripple, pikin wey this, they always sit down at the same class.
Yeah.
Now I make the
No
school
discrimination.
system, then get more than one teacher in the classroom. That pikin wey cripple, that slow learner, he
No
get his own
discrimination.
teacher where they near or the teacher. Whilst the main teacher they teach what they teach, the other teacher go there with them, then they talk in low tone, they make you understand. So then they grow up for take
Ministry of happiness, eh?
then they grow up for take each other as the same. We now, when they tell Pekin and then you better pass them. So how do we expect society to grow? Tell me, but how you expect society to grow? We don't create class.
No, that's what.
We get a lot of work for do.
The back am the all man they forget and chair. All man for grab for us.
No one. We now if we get for go any sign at the power force they reach there. We go be surprised when all they meet and you don't see don't have
we now I'm for last. We now una for born, una for stand for born, una say before the back am.
Okay, yeah, the head of department. Now in the work pass all man.
Yeah.
Why boss they work, you know work. If they know they sack you.
Yeah, get my
yeah, boss in the open factory. He employ Pekin. You hear me? Boss in the open factory employing Pekin. If the Pekin absent 3 days for that work, it is suspend them.
It is suspend them.
Yeah, because now work, not a family business.
Everybody Pekin they can't tumble that go to.
I know the business.
You're subordinate workers.
Ain't not they been a because na papa get factory or na papa get business, you have to tell only what I will come on to God and they deal with you. We get a lot of things there for change about the way we understand life and the way they think. But we're not go tire, we'll go they talk.
By the grace of God.
I think we don't do justice today. I don't think any other person they call. So it's time we wrap up. Now 1 hour 30 minutes to do today.
Yeah.
Afode, I see other self again in weeks. Alkuya, Sankara, and all thank you for coming and me colleague will all talk, thank you for the call. And the new people that will come, gonna subscribe to the channel. Members they will listen, like the channel, distribute them. Some of we intend and we wish for make we see Sierra Leone change. The channel we get for change Sierra Leone. The way we get for change Sierra Leone, how they do so, not to politics we they talk now. We they talk about what thing we know they look at, what we need for look at, that we change the country. On help us spread this message. And help us spread this message, let a lot of people listen to them so that we go begin see the change gradually. Not overnight business. It go take time. It go take 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 year. So I tell you, I'm not go there life self now that change the begin. But let the process go on. Let people begin understand. Let we begin debate them things here. Anytime when I come online, when I want for call, when I feel free for call. Call, let get a debate, let discuss. Sierra Leone is bigger than each of us, and it belongs to all of us. And I thank you, and we go see on Friday.
Or SLPP, same old war. Blame the West, shift the shame, but the hunger still they burn the same. It's the same tired game, same recycled name, and the people still drowning in pain. Red says sabotage is why we fail. Green says sabotage is their tale. The past is wounded, present a veil. Na power massage them they hail. He say, she say, all them na wahala overload. It's noise in suits, no truth in code. We the crowd watch truth like ball. They kick it round while we lose it all. Who they gaslight us more? APC or SLPP? Now the same old, songko, kuku jumuku. Plenty talk, but dry mouths they remain. Every regime just wave goodbye again. Same tired game, same shamed name, and the people still they feel the pain. Who they gaslight with style? Same script, different smile. Empty promises pile on pile, while we they walk this hopeless mile. Shine the light, no picking sides. Hold them all, no place to hide. Until truth stands tall like fire, we no go tire. We have the right to question liars. Who they gaslight us more? APC or SLPP? Now the same folklore, talk plenty, but the people dry. Each new rule just wave goodbye. Same old game, same cursed name, and still the people feel the pain. Yeah, we still they pay the price. Prices rise, but them cover up with disguise.
What happens when truth becomes a tool, not a right? In Sierra Leone, confusion isn't just chaos, it's strategy. When leaders deny what you live, gaslight your reality, and rewrite the past, who really holds the power? Tonight on Truth Unmasked, we expose the tactics, we name the games, we decode the lies. Don't just believe what they tell you. Ask why they want you to believe them.